Hi guys, this is SDJR7F88 speaking with an update for December 2018. So as you all know, autumn's been an extremely busy month for the SDJR7F88 channel. First of all, we've had the behind the scenes videos from the Great Model Railway Challenge. It's been great to see how well these videos and of course the whole series in general has been accepted. I've had a lot of people come up and talk to us about the show, and it's been great to see that there's a number of younger modellers arriving at exhibitions and just taking a general interest in the hobby, and that's what the whole programme was set out to do, and it's great to see that it's managed to achieve this. Talk to the production crew and of course many of the other teams at Worley over the weekend. Was great to catch up with them, and it's been great to hear how positive the feedback has been in general, both from the television's production side and of course obviously from the railway modelling community side. And they've got Series 2 confirmed, and it's set to be even bigger and better than the first, so stay tuned for more information about that, which is going to be amazing. We've also had the trip up to Hattons, and I can't thank the people at Hattons enough. It was great to meet a number of fellow YouTubers up there, including Sam's Trains and Everard Junction, and we really had a wonderful day, and it was great to get to see what happens behind the scenes at one of the most iconic model railway businesses or distribution companies in the UK, and it was just a bit of a surprise, and it was just great to be have a little look around and just to chat with the team up there. And then of course we've also had all of the exhibitions with the World War I Trench Railway recently. As you can imagine, with the 100th anniversary of the armistice of the Great War, I've been going here, there and everywhere with Amiens 1918. And when I started building this layout back in May of 2017, I wasn't expecting the layout to be as popular as what it has become. I mean, I was expecting a handful of shows for this year and next year, but looking at the bookings I've had for this year, I'm on my 14th show next weekend with the layout, which is absolutely amazing. And as you can imagine, it is very tiring, but just to see the look on people's faces, to get to meet you guys with the layout at all these exhibitions, it really has been an amazing experience, and this really what keeps me going. But yeah, this is what the main point of this video is about. I've had another last minute sort of addition to the lineup for exhibitions. So as you all know, next weekend in the 8th and 9th of December, it is the Peterborough Model Railway exhibition, which is organised by the BRM, or British Railway Modelling Magazine. And sort of just after our Heating the Great Model Railway Challenge, I was got in contact, or someone got in contact with me from the BRM regarding bringing along a layout to the show. And of course, as you can imagine, the idea was to bring along our Great Model Railway Challenge layout Go Forth. But sadly, as you know, in updates regarding that layout, it is just too delicate and too fragile to move. And also as well, talking to the teams that were at Worley with their final layouts, they had a lot of trouble actually redesigning their layouts to make sure that they were suitable for exhibiting, which does show how quickly we assembled them together. But anyway, I made the suggestion that although we couldn't bring our Great Model Railway Challenge layout, they had sort of seen my World War I Trench Railway and asked would I be able to bring along that instead. So I can't thank them enough, but basically I've been invited to Peterborough with Amiens 1918, which is set to be the biggest exhibition for the layout to date, and it's also the most furthest afield. I think it's about 4 hours drive from here, so it's very exciting, and as you can imagine, I'm a bit nervous about this all. So yeah, it's double the distance of its previous furthest show, which was Swansea. So yeah, it's pretty much over the other side of the country for me, so it's very exciting. So put a note in your diaries if you're in the Peterborough area or around that sort of area. I will be attending the Peterborough Model Railway exhibition with Amiens 1918 the 8th and 9th of December, which is next Saturday and Sunday, and I will be positioned on the BRM stand, which is something quite special, and I can't thank the guys at the BRM enough for allowing me to take the layout. So hopefully I'll see you there. Other things as well, basically apart from the Great Model Railway Challenge, I've not really had much time to do anything else with all the shows, and of course I'm talking about that event as well. But one thing I have been doing is sort of arranging what's going to happen with Go Forth with the team. As you all know, in a previous update about that layout, we sadly don't have the space or the facilities to keep the layout permanently, and the only option from now is to sort of possibly find a new owner for the layout. So if you're interested, leave a comment below. But basically we're just gauging interest at the moment in the layout, but there is plans for one more exhibition with the layout. As you know, it's currently located in Signals Models of Midsummer Norton, and a couple of weeks ago we did a sort of open day for the 10th anniversary of Signals Models. And basically we had the layout set up in the back room, and we invited the general public to come and have a little look and talk with us about the layout and see the layout in action. And it was a really, really great event, and I've done a couple of videos on that, so you can check that out. But basically, there were a number of people that turned up a couple of days later while I was in the shop, obviously, you know, getting things to do, some of my own modelling projects. And there were a number of sort of families that turned up into the show, to the shop, and many of which have actually got into the hobby thanks to the programme, which is brilliant. When they heard that the layout was in the shop, they didn't realise that there was a show with it, and they were a bit upset that they had missed it. So we thought it would be a great idea, before we sell it on, would be to do one more show with it. So the idea is to do another open day, again, free exhibition, just turn up to the shop, come and have a look, chat, and of course take a look, go forth. And you never know, we may let you have a go. I know that at the previous show there was one kid that got his mum to drive him all the way from Devon, which was amazing to see. I don't know how old he was, but I'm guessing he was about 6 or 7. And he was a massive fan of the show, and he got his mum to drive him all the way from Devon, which is about an hour and a half drive, to come to the shop to have a look at the layout. And of course he asked could he fire the railgun, so we let him fire the railgun, and then we let him do one step better, or one stage better, we let him actually drive the train. So we handed him the controller, and he was there driving the sound-fitted ROD around and doing shunting in the little goods yard at the front by Blackadder's bunker. It was absolutely amazing to see the look on his face. It really sort of brought home what the programme was all about, and it was just amazing to see that, and inspire another generation into this wonderful hobby. So we thought we'd give it another go before we hand the layout on. So if you're free on Saturday the 22nd of December, so it's going to be a bit of a Christmassy sort of event, so it's the weekend before Christmas, so Saturday the 22nd I believe, pop into Signals Models, and you'll be able to come and have a look at the layout. So yeah, that'll probably be the last time it'll be on public display with us, but then again, you never know, depending on who purchases the layout, or where the layout goes to, you never know, it might be on public display, or someone might be willing to exhibit it. But sadly for us, we have a team have collectively decided that we just don't have the space to store it. I mean, Signals have been ever so kind over the past couple of months storing the layout for us. We can't thank them enough, and but they need that room back. So yeah, so it's sadly got to go. So as much as a heavy heart, we'd all love to keep it, it's going to have to go. So if you are interested, drop a comment in the comment section below, and obviously I'll gauge the interest, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so apart from all that, modelling projects in general, I haven't really been able to do much to my personal layout or any other things with all what was going on with all of that. But as you all know, in a previous update a couple of months ago now, I mentioned about a World War I armoured train that I was building. Well, I can safely say that armoured train is now complete, and I've got a full video on that project to come at some point in the not too distant future. It may come before Christmas, depending on what's sort of happening to the run up to Christmas. I know it gets a bit busy, and I know there's obviously with Peterborough and all that. I imagine I'll have videos from that event, depending if I get time or not. So it could be on the run up to Christmas, or it could be sometime in the new year. I honestly don't know at the moment, but there is a full tutorial sort of from start to finish, or update video showing the project from the kit in kit form in its box, to all the modifications, the locomotives that I've used and modified to turn it into this armoured train. And I'm really, really pleased with how the project's turned out, and I thought it'd be nice just to put it all in one video, as I've mentioned in the previous update, so you'll be able to watch the train from a plastic kit into a fully functioning armoured train at the end, which I'm really, really pleased with how it's turned out, and it's something a bit different. And I know that it's some of you guys may have seen pictures of it on various forums, and it's been great to see your comments on that. And of course, hopefully, Problem is now I've got to build a layout for it, so you never know, that might be another future project. There's also another little project I'm tempted to doing. I've come across these lovely little baseboards from a little company online. I'll pop a little link in the description below. But they do these wonderful little baseboards, and I'm basically just, to pass the time, I've just thought it'd be nice with some leftover items that I've got dotted around is to actually build a little micro layout. Something that could easily be stored in a box, a bit like one of Chris Devard's projects. So that's another potential project that might be coming in the not too distant future. Again, I haven't started this yet. I'm just building up some of the items needed for this project, but the idea is possibly to build a colliery. I've got quite a few little colliery buildings that I've been meaning to put on my main layout for about 3 years. Never got round to it, so I thought maybe a little micro layout is the way forward. And I know that a couple of you guys that watch these videos would love to have a model railway of your own, but don't really have the space, and hopefully this these little baseboards or these little space saving layouts will be a great idea for you guys. So I thought hopefully that might be a nice little project for the new year possibly. So yeah, so it's a matter of getting around to doing that as well. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's everything. I have as well sold off a number of my locomotives. Again, I think I mentioned that in my previous update. The Coronation has now gone to a new home, which is great. So I've started to free up a bit of space, but still you can't see what's actually below the camera, but I'm actually surrounded by boxes upon boxes of just stuff that needs to be cleared out. So I've got to start basically clearing it. Most of it is obviously just glue and stuff, and basically just bits and pieces that have no space. Well, no real purpose at the moment up here. So basically, this will give me a bit of space to actually set up a little work area, because this is one thing that I like up here. Is to have a workbench. I've never had a workbench before, but I thought it'd be nice maybe to create a workbench to actually, so I could do more of these projects. As in recent years I've really gotten into this, especially since building the World War I Trench Railway and building all the kits and stuff. And of course, making the step into DCC sound. I've got a couple of DCC sound videos on the way. I recently fitted a model rail exclusive DAPL Sentinel with sound. And it'd just be nice to have a little workspace to do this. And one thing I'm really tempted to pick up next year, or sort of one of my New Year's resolutions, is to actually learn how to solder. So I can actually start sound fitting locomotives properly, rather than just using a plug and play method, which is what I've been using up to this point. So yeah, so things to look forward to. But yeah, all still a long way off at the moment. But yeah, so main things to remember: Peterborough on the Saturday the 8th and 9th of December, and then of course we got the Go Forth's final public display with us at Signals Models on Saturday the 22nd of December, sorry, Saturday the 22nd of December 2018. So anyway, I guess that's all for this update, and this has been SDJR7F88 speaking, and thanks for watching.